Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Maui from Palladium, and I'll present today Microsoft Power BI to you guys. Can we just make sure everyone can hear me clearly? Please. I'm just going to give it two more minutes. So I see there's more people joining. So just give it 3 minutes, and we can start. Okay, guys, I'm going to start. Welcome for these guys who just joined. Today we are going to have a look at Microsoft Power BI. Um, so let's start with it. I'm Maui, so let's go ahead. Okay, Power BI is basically a data warehouse or data platform where you can put all your data together in one single view. Um, Power BI has been used by almost over 45,000 organizations, 500,000 unique users in 180 countries. So it's quite a big reporting tool. We at Palladium use Power BI to do a lot of our reporting for clients. You get different types of platforms where you can pull your data from. Microsoft, you can pull it from any Office program like Word, Excel. You can put it into PowerPoint. Then on clouding base, we do Acumatica and Palladium. Both sides you can pull the data from. And then obviously the big thing is you can pull it from the Microsoft SQL Server. It's quite a nice application to use on platforms. Okay, to get to Power BI, Power BI is a monitoring tool. It keeps track of your business, all your reports. You can drill down with it. You can look at specific reports. The MDs, FDs can have their certain reports, and the sales guys can have their reports. And it's all live data. It all reads from your SQL or from your Excel where there is live data. As soon as the data change, the reports and Power BI also change. Okay, it is accessible for anywhere in the world. You can be in America and you can access it on your phone. It is accessible on your any Android, iOS, Windows platforms, tablets. It's web based as well, so you can log on and have a look on your reports via the web. If you log, I will show you guys a bit later how you log onto the web. Um, The first thing you need to do is to create reports. You need a tool called Power BI Desktop. This is where you develop your reports so you can publish them all. And it's quite a nice tool, easy to use. I'll take you guys as well through it now. Okay, Excel is one of the most powerful tools I think in the world, where everything in Excel is. I will show you as well. In Excel, you can put your reports, create reports from Excel to this is a Power BI. Um, Then, as well as I said previously, your Outlook, you can create your. It can be linked to your Outlook, to your Excel, to PowerPoint, and the once you created the account on Power BI, you got access to the Office 360. I'll take you guys just a little bit through it now and show you guys how it looks. Um, connecting 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 with it to a data source is quite simple and easy to set up. It does most of the work for you. You just need to set it up. I'll put it the whole SQL path. I'll show you as well how it gets linked from SQL, where it reads your live data. You can do it from views. If you've got an ERP system in the cloud, you can actually run it from the cloud as well. And the big thing is you guys always need to remember, Power BI is a cloud tool, so it's accessible anywhere. Okay, just an overview of Power BI. First of all, you got your Power BI is your tool, and then you can connect it with your SQL server, your database, any other database sources like Oracle, anything like that. You can connect it as well. Um, then this is all your cloud. Microsoft has a couple of cloud packages available as well, which also connects to Power BI. Then here will be your typical ERP system, which will then also be able to connect to Power BI. Excel and Power BI Desktop also is the tools to connect to the Microsoft Power BI Cloud. Um, the end result will be for the web browser, where people will be able to see the final product view, and then it is also accessible on mobile phones. This is quite an interesting fact that a water company in California, they use Power BI for their reporting and monitoring of all of these water supplies. And this is typical, just a look how they see the whole Power BI. You can actually, anything in Power BI, you can type your question for it and it will give you your results. It's a very friendly, nice tool to look for anything. You don't need to go be a developer to design and all of that. You'll need to be trained on Power BI, how it's being used, how it's set up, which tables to go look at. But the front end users will always see it is an easy tool where you can go and type in your information, search for information, and it will actually bring it up for you. So this is just an overview of Power BI. So all of these different elements linked into the Microsoft Power BI in the cloud. So it's once again it's business tools, but as your Excels, your SQL servers, your cloud databases, your ERP system, Palladium, and let's go into the demo. I've prepared a bit of stuff and I'm going to take you guys through it. You guys are more than welcome to ask questions. If I'm going too fast, please just tell me and I'll slow down. Okay, I've downloaded Power BI. from Microsoft's website. This is a desktop version. This is where you will design your reports. In the beginning, it takes a bit long to open, but once it's open, it's up and running. The first thing that comes up to you is the welcome screen, and this is small videos which are available from Power BI for you for training or for you to just understand how the product works as well. The first step will normally be is to get data. Your data will be your SQL data, your Excel data. I'm going to leave this part out and I'm going to show you guys from inside how to start. Okay, this is a desktop. This is where your work area will be, where you will be designing your reports. Okay, so the first thing will be is get data. If you click on get data, you will see it will show you all the different places where you can get data from. I'm just going to open it and you guys will be able to see there's so many places and so many databases, so many data sources you could get built reports from. A lot of the stuff is built already. There's intelligent built behind it to link the tables or get all the information you need. You can see the guys, this is a big list. You guys are more than welcome to go through it. I'm going to start off with a simple one where I'm going to start off with a sheet I created in Excel from my data. Sorry, I'm just want to look for the file quickly. So I created just a normal file where I want to see all my aging. So we'll go to Excel and I'm just going to say I want to see, let's use this one. Let's take that one. So it's now, what it's doing now, it's opening your Excel and it's analyzing your Excel file. Okay. Once you see, it will actually show you all of the different files in Excel. In your Excel file, sorry, just give me a second there. Sorry, I've opened the wrong one. So let me just go and open the correct one again. I'm going to go to Get Data, Excel, and I am going to select my Customer Aging Report in Excel. Okay, once the file is open from Excel, it's going to tell you this is your different types of sheets you got inside your Excel spreadsheet. If you go and have a look, I'm going to just open the Excel file for you guys so you guys can understand where it comes from. Okay, so this is my data file. I've just created a normal data file. I played a bit around with it. So the tabs where it comes from is my customer, aging at the bottom, and my pivot table. I've created a pivot table, and this is the data I want to now create into a pivot table, into BI. So I'm looking for my customer aging. Load the file. Now it's going to open the file and create a link for me in between the Excel file and Power BI. Depends on your size of your data. It will sometimes take quite fast, sometimes it will take quite slow. So, sorry. Now what it did was it actually went and created all my columns a tab for. So now I could go and play around and say, I want to start building a report. And it's quite simple to start building a report, but you can click on it, and I want to say, listen, I'm looking for my customers. Okay, it will open my customers. Then I want my, let's say, customer's name. Then I want to add my company or where they are situated in. Then I'm going to say, okay, I want to see my transaction amounts. Once I've done that, it does it all for you, okay? So this is creating a simple report inside, and this is all flexible for you to go and play around, change it, because once you publish this whole page will be published exactly as it is. So I'm going to say I want to add a chart inside as well, or if you click on chart, it actually goes for you and creates the current data to a chart. At the top, you will see this is your different types of sets you can play around with. So if you want to see it in a grid form, you can just click it as well in a grid form. Matrix form, it will break it down for you like that. Then there is so many stuff you can actually go inside and have a look that you can go and change your data types, your colors. There's so many stuff you can change on it. So let's say we're going to start with a simple report. This is what we want to see. Now I want to create a graph. The graph you can as well now create with the same data. Okay, so if you created, let's say my customer, I want to see my aging. Okay, let's start with aging. Then we're going to say your amount. Oh, transaction amount. So, why did I do that? Let me just go back. There we go. Okay, so now it created me a graph inside my same page. Okay, I can go and add now and say, listen, I want to see it. I want to see it by legend. Okay, and then it will break it down into all your different areas, which are quite small. Okay, so let's take your company. I'll just let's throw it away. Okay, so the big thing is what happens now is as well, I want to see all my clients who are in 120 days of aging. If I click on it, it will open on the right and left hand side. It will show me only my clients which are in my 120 days. If I want to see my 50 days, it will also click on it. So it doesn't matter where you click on it, it will show you all of the different data selection you pick on your graph. If you want to see all your stuff, you just click it in the middle of the graph and it will all be available for you. Okay, you can now go and scroll down and say, okay, I want to see this. And I've created now a simple small draft. It's very easy to create it. It is not really rocket science. The big thing is to know where your data comes from. That's where, as soon as you start learning how your data is built, then it's quite easy for you to start building your own reports. I'm just going to add another one here, which are quite an interesting one, is your maps. Okay, so I don't want to do that. Let me go back. I'm going to click in the middle of the thing. I'm going to say maps. It will create me a map. So I want to see now, first of all, my map. I want to see which province are they all. Okay. So I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's my location. Sorry. Okay. If I click on my location, it will tell me, okay, this is all my location which are available in my data. I want to see your customer. Okay, so let's just play a bit around with it. Okay, oh, that doesn't work. You don't shoot now. Size. There we go. Okay. Okay, if I go now there, I can see this is all where my different customers are situated. If I click once on it, there's 21 customers in PE. If I click on it, oh, it's not 21, there's one customer in PE. Um, I will need to have a look why it says 21. I think it's the amount of invoices he has. Okay, and now it will tell you exactly in which the aging period is that specific customer. PE, it will bring up my PE customer. If I go now to Cape Town, it will show me my Cape Town customers. But now I want to get more information out of it. So I want to say, okay, in this graph, I want to see all the invoices which are linked to that customers and what is the invoice amount they owe me. So it's quite a nice tool to play around with, and you can see if you go into your more detailed, you'll see it breaks it down. The maps works on Bing, so that's part of the Google family and the Microsoft family. From the Microsoft family, not the Google, where Bing is linked inside Power BI. Okay, so there's just a little bit of information. So this tool is very powerful for you to play around with. Now, the next step is you're happy with your file, you can go and save it. Okay, I'm just going to save as for today's training, and I'm going to save it. Now, you can go and build more than one report if you want to publish it. By doing that, it's very similar like Excel, where you just click at the bottom of your page and say new page, and it will allow you to create a new one. Once you created a new one, both pages will be published to the web. I want to now go and get more data. I'm happy with my customer, which comes from one detail. Now I want to go get some data from SQL. I'm just going to quickly run through with you guys on the SQL, how to connect to SQL and how to pull data from SQL. Okay, first, it is going to ask me for my server name. So this is the SQL server to where you're going to connect to. Mine will be Maui/Maui. So I'm just going to add my server name in. Then I'm going to say my database. I just want to go and view that specific database, and I'll say to it import. Click on OK. Now it's going to come up and it reads all my SQL tables which are available for me to select. Okay, so I'm just going to select, this is the table I want to select. On the right hand side, it will give you a preview of the data which are available in that specific table. So I'm just going to say, okay, I'm happy with this data. I'm going to say, okay, upload. And now it's pulling that data live from the SQL database. So whenever you do an invoice or you create anything in Palladium, you are able, the data you're going to see will be refreshed automatically. You do not need to go and refresh the data. This is all live data. So now I've got my second table, which are this one. If you click on it, it will break it, put all the different tabs down. You can go and rename the data, the field. You can rename it to a different name. You can create new, edit the query. So if we click on the edit the query, it will open a new editor. This editor is basically the SQL data editor. If you edit this data, it will not influence your database. This is if you want to add a new table by doing a specific table, saying I want to add terms, or I want to add anything you desire, will be able to go inside that table. Okay, so this is the editor. I'm not going to go into the editor. The editor is quite a powerful tool. It's quite a hard training session on this. Normally, we advise the people to have a one-on-one. If we can have a one-on-one with the guys, and we normally train the guys specifically on the data set, because this is something you need to know on your SQL database, which tables all the information comes from. You don't want to write the wrong information down. So it's quite a complicated tool, the editor. Sorry, I just got a question here. Can you export from a local and an online server, or just online? You can do both. You will be able to export from, you can connect to, in one report, you can connect to 3-4 different servers and pull it all into one report. For instance, what I did here was I just want to open my one. There we go. Once again, it's opening a new session for you, so it won't add it to the current session you got. So you will have 2 different Power BI desktop applications running. For instance, what I did here was I created 2 companies. I had my one company I created a report from, and from my other company. So if I've got 2 branches in 2 different locations, you can combine the 2 branches, 2 different data sets together into one. And for the guys to view it, they will see all of the information as the 2 companies. I just want to go into a bit detail with this. You'll see there's a format button. If you click on a format, this is where you set up all your colors, your different types of fonts you want. If you want the fonts bigger, you can go and type it bigger. You will get your table style. Is there any table styles you want to bold? Then it will change it. Remember, it will only change it for the report you selected. It will not change it for all of the reports. Each report you'll need to change for it on its own, because it is basically the date. It's a one report you're creating on you're creating 5 reports onto one view. So you can go and change your color types. I want to see my grid. You can go and put your grid styles on. You can hide the horizon grid. I can go and change my color to be all yellow. I can make my lines thicker. So there's quite a bit of playing around, making it look nice for you. If you want your font color different, you can go and select it as well. So there's quite a bit of stuff. Your totals. This is something the guys normally ask as well, as we want the totals in a specific color and to stand out. So it's quite, formatting is very nice. You can go and center it, put it up and down. There basically shows you all of the different types of formatting you're allowed to use. Column formatting, tiles. Okay, if you want to actually go into the tile and you want to rename your report by saying this is this company, this company, click on it and it changes. But this one I want to say now, tile, you need to switch always the tiles on, or all of this background, all of the stuff which are off, it's standard. If you switch it on, it starts getting customizable. So once I've customized it, let's say Palladium Company 2. What? Let's say this company 2. It will change your company and it will put a header in. But now I want to make it as well red. I want to centerize it, and I want to put my font to a bit higher font. And this report I'm going to leave as that format. So I'm quite happy with it. Let's go back and I just want to see where else. If I want to put a border, nice border on it, there's my border. It creates a border for you around it. So it just displays your data quite nicely. There is on, you will see this mine that has a couple of extra visuals which you can download. For some of them are for free, some of them you need to buy, but it is available for you guys to go and download on Power BI App Store. You will be able to go and download different visuals. Okay. If you now go into a bit more details, you will see I'm selecting my one customer here. It was only show me the information for that specific customer. You can now go and say, I want to change my sequence. I want to see all my customers on this level. You can as well go and resize and move your stuff around. If I want to say, okay, this is my full page. There we go. I want to go and edit this report. What I did here was this comes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different places I created links and data from. Some of them are from Excel, some of them are from SQL, and so you can select different types of servers, databases into one report as well. I just want to go and see on, okay, yeah, I've done one where I actually want to get a whole map view over it. So this is just basically showing you guys what Power BI is capable of doing. It's quite a very strong tool. So once you have created your reports and you are happy with your reports, you can go and publish your reports now. Okay, you will need to have an account. So how it works with Power BI, you won't be able to take your Gmail account or your Yahoo account and create an account. Power BI is more for business. So it wants the businesses to actually get involved into Power BI, and that's the only way you'll be able to create an account. You guys can read a bit more of it on the website. Okay. Once I've done all of this information, I'm happy with it now. I'll go to a place called Publish. Once I click on Publish, it will ask me, do you want to do your changes you save, or do you save your changes? I'll say yes, I don't want to lose anything. And now it's going to save it to your local or to your server where you got Power BI Desktop installed, or you can put it to a shared folder. So what it's doing now, it's just publishing it to the web, to my website, where my sales reps or my managers or my CFOs can go and view it. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so if you go to the web, this will be your web. Let me just maybe log out. Okay, so if you go into, okay, so let's try and log in again. Okay, now this is the login screen, so it saved me. If you guys are got more than 5 people or 10, or depends on how many, it will show you all of the different users for that specific company. So I'm just going to log in. This is where I was talking about your Office 360. Power BI is linked with Office 360 because it's a Microsoft product. It basically gives you all of that accessibility to have the Office 360. It will show you all your documents. Okay, so the big thing is I want to go now to my Power BI. Okay, so this is your web application. This is basically the same as how you will see it on your cell phone. So you are able to go and have favorites. If you want specific favorite reports, you can go and add them all to favorites. Your recent, and then your apps, if you've got any apps, work area, workspace. But I just want to go to my report. Okay, so this one I've published, you can see it's been published 3 hours ago. I must maybe just update my current one to the one we did now, earlier on. Okay, now what you can see is this report is exactly as my desktop one, but I can't edit the data here. I can only view data here. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my page one. Oh, it did actually update my information. I'm just going to say refresh at the top. What it will do now, it will go and read all my current data from my desktop application and add it to the correct, or update my current data. So here is more a viewer. You can view all your information from here, all my different companies. So I've got my company, my one company. I just want to make sure that's what we did. Yeah, that's 100%. Okay, so this is more for the, you can as well, from here, you can put the stuff back to Excel, or you can publish this into a PowerPoint presentation. So this is more for your viewing, for the guys who are going to view, not for the guys who are going to develop your reports or design your reports. I just want to take you guys through a little bit of this. You got here as well your filter. So here you can go and change a report according to how you want to see it. So you say, I want to see specific stuff. I want to filter on certain clients. Because I'm a sales rep, I'm only looking at this 4 clients. Once you have done, you can save it as well. And when you log in, you will only see the filtered information you selected. The views, okay, so let's just views. Okay, sorry, filters. what else filter? So if you want to go and say, I want to specific warehouses as well, you can go and select specific warehouses. Okay, so this is just to show you guys how flexible this is. What it's thinking is this report are basically built on a specific report where all my data is linked. So I've got 2, 3 tabs here, and all of these tabs are coming from the same date from the same workplace I created it from. So okay, so any questions on the the web Power BI web page? It's quite simple. You can, I don't know if there's anything you guys want to ask, maybe. I'm going to quickly try and show you guys if I just publish this to PowerPoint. So if I've got an executive board, they are looking for data or I want to present any information, let's see quickly how easy it is to export this to PowerPoint. It might be that the internet, the big thing is you always need to have internet to access the application. So if your internet is but sometimes slow, it might take longer for you to get a response back. Okay, it created my PowerPoint for me. Oof. Okay, okay, so there's all my information inside my PowerPoint. You can now go and edit the PowerPoint as you want to, and you can fix it up and play around with it. It's a bit of a bad color, this. So yeah, you can go now, edit it, play, do whatever you feel like it, and put in your company logos, anything. As well, what the guys do sometimes is they got a background or a logo always embedded inside their reports. So let's just go quickly back to my desktop. Okay, let's see what. Okay, so this is the one I created earlier on. I just want to show you guys quickly as well. I saved this one. Now I want to publish this one to the web. Let's go and say save. Okay, so I want to open it now inside my web. Click on my web. This link is also shareable, so if you guys share it, and you can also set up permissions on Power BI. If you create, you can create different folders. So I've got a folder for finance, a folder for sales, a folder for production, a folder for management. And I can allow certain users to access that folder. So the data is not open for anyone. Certain people are only allowed onto the data. Okay, so now I'm on my web browser, and this is now a data I want to go and view. So finance wants to see how many guys are in 60 days, and they can now go and call these customers and say, listen here, you guys owe us money. This is the invoice you owe us money. Please, can you pay us as urgent as possible? Okay, so that's just a quick overview of how it gets published. And you will see my page 2 also got published. We didn't do anything on page 2, so there won't be any data. Okay. Any questions on this, guys? Okay. I just want to take you guys as well through the desktop. The desktop is you get used to working on it and playing around with it. You can as well now go and create your own temporary table. So or a table you want to create. So I'm just going to go create a table. I'm going to say, um, uh, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm just creating a table quickly to show you guys how easy it is as well to create your own little table you can read and link data to. So I'm just going to say, let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to say this one, we can say as well 1, 2, 3, 5. And this one we can say is say 10, 11, 12. Okay, and I'm just going to say load. Oh, I forgot to actually name my table, but that's not a problem. Okay, so now it's created a table for me on my right hand side in my panel. Let's go and say where's rename? Rename this test days. Okay, now I've changed my stuff. So you can now go and create, so let's create another report. We don't want to add anything inside this. I'm just looking for where's this going? Okay, ooh, this totals, let's just see what, not what I'm really looking for. Okay, so for instance, you can now go and create that, and there's a little tab. Okay, if you want to go and republish this, all you do is go and republish. It's going to ask you to save. Replace. So now here it's asking me, you've really created one. Do you want to replace it, or do you want to? You can also go and rename it as something else. So I'll just set replace. Once I've replaced it, it will basically get also published as well to my website. You need to remember this is all live data. So anything you have changed in your database or change in your report layouts, it will automatically get refreshed. You can go and say as well, you want to refresh your data once every 5 hours or every once. There's schedules you can set up as well. Okay, so this is just there's my little table. So I'm quite happy. If I log in next time, I will be able to see my information. Okay. There's also views, different views you can have a look at. Modeling, this gets quite complicated when when you start working really with it and you've got specific relationships you want to build. For instance, I just want to show you guys quickly. Let me rather create, say, a new one. I'm just going to create a new report. Okay, so I want to just now go to my SQL Server. Okay. Sorry, I just want to try and find my. Let's go to this one. Sorry, bear with me. I think SQL is just taking a bit of time. Okay, I'll just, let's say we want to do a direct query. Let's try something else quickly there. Okay, now I want to go and see, I want to go and select my database. I want to, oh, okay, so I want to select that one. So what I'm doing now is I'm just selecting quickly two different tables. So let's say, and um, we can also type in, let's say, SO. Okay, there we go. I want to create that too. So I'm just going to say load. Okay, so now it's taking my two different tables and it is just going through the data. If your data is like quite a couple of million rows, sometimes this takes quite a while because it's analyzing it and trying to build a link for you in between the two tables. So you don't need to go and build a link. I'm taking a chance now and hoping this is going to work. I haven't, I'm not too sure if they both have the same values or any reference inside the table. So sometimes what will happen here as well is if I got both tables an invoice number and the invoice key is exactly the same, it will link the invoice key. If I got a company ID, it will link the company ID. It will look for as much as possible ways to link the two tables together. Okay, now it's creating connect. See, now you will see. Oh, it went a bit fast. Okay. Let's go and see. I just want to see. Okay, so it already created the link for me between the two tables. Okay, so I'm not. Okay, let's just see. Okay, so now here you will be able to see this is my two different tables. Okay. Oh, I don't think it did. It looks like I'm not sure. Let's try and build something here and see if it allows us to build some, see if the two tables are linked. let's say reference number. I don't think I got, yes, I got a reference number there. Oh, okay, so now there's no relationship in between these two tables. So let's create a relationship. I'm going to say new. Okay, I'm going to say that is my one. That's from sales. Oh, okay. It looks like my sales table is empty. I got here. That's why there's no information available for me to link these two tables together. But I think this gave you guys more or less idea how you can now link your different tables. If you have 5, 6 different tables, you can all link this to a specific ID or specific reference number. So, oh, there it comes. Oh, okay. Okay, so now try to make a relation active. Yes. Okay, now I think I've just taken a chance. I hope this will work. But in a more simple data, I can show you. You guys will be able to go and link these two different tables together. Um, so that's sort of the um, Power BI. It is really not a hard tool to use. It's quite a powerful tool. Um, I've I love working with Power BI. A lot of clients enjoy it. They see some of the reports and they're quite, okay, this works for us. I just want to take you guys quickly through one of the reports. Where is this? Okay, this is like a pack we basically built specifically for Palladium. This reads directly from your database. So if you now go and you can select the information here, I want to select all the information for 2014 and 2015, sorry, 2014 and 2015 to only display this to for me. It will actually allow you to display only this data. At the bottom, you'll see this is quite a big one. Um, you will see your different types of graphs. Here's again a map. This is revenue by country. So my revenue by country in South Africa, Swaziland, um, Botswana, Namibia. Okay. Um, so you are capable of building a lot of these reports once you get to know your data and know where your data is lying. Sales by rep. So if I go and publish this and I say my sales by rep, only the sales guys are allowed to see it. I can set up my permission inside Power BI that only the 5 sales rep sees it. And when they go to the website, they will only be able to see it. If you only want them to see their own information, you also are able to do that. Um, so I just wanted to show you guys how we built some of these reports and how it looks. And you guys can basically just get a feel of it. To get more into, we will need to maybe spend some time together with you guys, or we get one of the consultants to come out to you guys and give you in one-to-one training so you guys can start building this yourself. So this is just the feel of it, and Yeah, to go into detail, we might take 2, 3 days to explain the whole Power BI for you guys. But this is just how basic it is to set up one quick report for you. So it's not really that hard. I think you guys saw how I did it. Is there anyone who got questions? I'm just going to give you guys as well some my details. If you guys want to get hold of me or query about more information, this is the information I've got available, my email, the office number, and my cell phone. So I just want to thank you guys all. I'm not getting any questions, so it seems like everyone is happy. But if there's anything, please feel free to contact me and I can take you guys through it, or we can come and see you guys and you guys can start getting involved with Power BI. I'm going to wait for about another 2 minutes, 3 minutes to see if anyone wants to ask any questions. Else, thank you very much for joining us today.
Could I ask a question, please? My name is Michael.
Yes, Michael.
Could you just show me from Palladium if, say, how I would get information from the general ledger? Say I just wanted to see maybe the bank balance for each week for the last few weeks or something like that. I just want to partly see what way the general ledger is structured.
Okay, so what you'll need to do is you will basically go inside. Sorry, Jeff, I'll get to your answers shortly. Let me just get this sorted. Okay, the first thing is I don't have a Palladium database on my current machine here. So what
Okay.
you'll need to do is you'll need to go to basically a SQL server, okay? And as I've showed, I think you guys earlier on, so let's just go quickly. Um, okay, let's say direct. Okay, so this is where you'll need to go now to your database and say, listen here, this is the specific table I'm reading it from. So I think I got, no, GL. Um, okay, so you can see what you need to do is you need to select your specific table
Okay.
where the information you're learning from. So if you maybe pop me an email, I can maybe just send you a short, quickly thing. See, now what's happening here, it shows me my table, okay? So what you need to do then is you select your specific table. Once you selected your table, sorry, it will actually then go and link, or it won't link it. If I need more than one table, I'll need to go and add one table. That's where sometimes it gets very hard to build reports if you do not know the database structure or from where the data comes from in your SQL side. That's why we normally go out to the guys and we explain to the guys, this is how we build, or this is how we do the stuff, or this is where your tables are lying. So you can start taking ownership of building your own reports. So once it's linked, you can now go and add your different information you want inside this table. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there a limit on size on the database? Can upload? No, there is no size. You can have a 1 gig database, you can have a 30 gig database. The big thing what's going to happen is if you got data which is, say, a database which are 50 gig, to load the information, It will take a bit of time because the first time it connects, creates all of that information for you, and then it will allow you to run. Um, I hope that answers that question. And then the next one, and yes, you can have data coming from different databases. So if you've got a Palladium database, and I've got a Chematica database, and a say what else, SAP database, you can link all of that into one report. So you need to create different connections, but you can have all of that different tables or different connections, and you can report out of all of that into one report. I hope that answers your question. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, guys, thank you guys all, and thank you for your time, and please feel free to contact me, and hope you guys have a lovely afternoon further. Thank you.